I've ranked over 150 businesses in the last couple of years, and in this video, I'm going to sum up everything that I've learned into 10 specific lessons. First thing, this is not going to be a typical SEO guru video. This is going to be much different than what I have created in the past, and you would have seen in other videos around SEO and stuff like that. But I promise you one thing, that everything in this video is pure gold. Now let's get into the video without any further ado. So, Yash, just a quick intro about me. I'm Yash. I've ranked over 150 plus GBPs in the last couple of years. I've worked with legal industry, I've worked with HVAC, plumbing, home service, whatnot, right? And right now I majorly work with home service businesses. And I have often got this question on my channel, on my social media profiles and whatnot, that Yash, how can I rank a GBP? While the answer is already there, everyone asks that again and again. In this video, I've kind of tried summing up everything that you need to do to rank a GBP and to make yourself a better SEO. So these are the 10 things. Let's kind of talk in a bit detailed manner about each of them. First, a good keyword rich name, and that will always outrank a good SEO guy. Why did I even say that? If you're having keywords in your business name, that positions you and that puts you 50% above that a regular business if they're not having a business name keyword in their business name. If you can have keyword in your business name, but if you're in US, you can just file a DBA or doing business as, and that's very easy to obtain. It takes like a week and you will get a DBA which can have your keyword, and that's amazing. If you are really serious about ranking your GBP and you don't have a lot of money to put into, this is something that I'll do. I'll make sure that I'm having keyword in my business name, and that makes things so easy. Second, categories look optimized until you actually research about them. Why did I say that? Because I have audited a lot of GBPs, and what I have seen is people assume that their categories are optimized because it's very basic thing, it's a foundational stuff, yet half of them have never ever researched about their competitors' categories using tools that I talk about in my video. It's very easy. Go to Clipper, go to GBP Ranker and find out primary and secondary categories of competitors, and it's very easy to find them out. You just have to do a couple of searches and you'll find what sort of categories they're using that's putting them above and ahead you. Third, review is a bigger ranking factor than your SEO guy says. Review is 50% of the game of Google Maps. If you're having 20 reviews and if your competitor is having 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, you have no chance of ranking. Now hear me out. GBP or Google Maps is a proximity thing, okay? So even if you're having 20 reviews and your competitor is having 200, you can rank in a slightly smaller radius, not slightly, but smaller radius, right? And you'll get some leads. So I'm not saying that you cannot get leads if you're not having enough reviews. What I'm saying is, if you want to dominate, if you want to rank in a bigger radius, you'll have to make sure that you're having more or at least equal amount of reviews than your competitor. I hope you get that point. Fourth, tools do help you rank faster, especially Clipper and GBP Ranker. These tools, they're gonna help you, they're gonna save 10, 15, 20 hours a month of your time, and also gonna save you a lot of effort, human error and whatnot. They're gonna tell you what service to use, what categories to use, what sort of keyword to use, what sort of page optimization you gotta do to rank better in maps. And while you can do each of these stuff manually, but hey, do you actually want to? Is your time worthy? If yes, you know that you can use tools like these. Fifth, images and videos are underrated ranking factors, and I do mean that. Not a lot of you guys are actually adding images, videos, and everything to your GBP profile. They help you get more interaction, they help you get more conversion, and they help you get more rankings eventually. And it's very easy to get. Just make sure that you have got an iPhone, right? Just let's say if you're an HVAC guy and you have done an AC repair, just take a couple of photos, do a video and whatnot. You don't have to get a professional camera to shoot that. It's very easy, right? Sixth, website security is a serious thing. Make sure you have a secured one. Not a lot of people get this until their website is hacked. And believe if you're on WordPress or any of these AI, CMS or Wix or whatnot, hacking your website is very easy. It's gonna take a couple of hours to a professional hacker to hack your website. Make sure you have got Sucuri or WordFence or and Cloudflare and things like that installed on your website. And please don't go cheap with hostings. Don't opt for hosting. Please, that's my suggestion. I'll go with something like rocket.net, WPX, or something on the premium side. Could be WP Engine and things like that. Yes, it's gonna cost you $20-$30 a month, but your website's much more secure, faster, and better. So, seventh point, unworthy citations are easy to build but has no ranking impact as it never gets indexed. You can go on Fiverr and get 150 citations for $5, but does it help? Yes, you get some sort of dopamine released in your brain seeing those big lists of citations, but does it help in SEO? Usually no, because 99% of them are never gonna get indexed. Those websites are just created for a sole purpose of listing your website, listing your businesses on there, and they're never getting indexed by Google. They're never getting crawled by Google or these AI things. So I'm not saying that all of them are a waste of time. Yes, do that, but only if you have done all of the important ones right. Yelp, Yellow Pages, Triple B, Home Advisor, things like that, depending on what sort of niche do you serve. 8, website on-page optimization can rank you overnight. On maps, right? On-page optimization till date is the biggest and easiest thing you can do to rank on Google and Google Maps. Adding the keyword in your business name, FAQs, meta title, meta description, H1, H2s, first 100 words, and adding entities in your content, everything like that, it impacts the ranking really, really well. 9th, business owner has more SEO control than you or your SEO, as reviews and media is totally dependent on them. What do I mean here? If you're a business owner seeing this video, know that even if you delegate your SEO to someone else like me or any other agency, you still have responsibility. If you're not supplying media, which is images and videos, to your GBP SEO team, if you're not having great review system in place, no matter how great SEOs work or how great work SEOs do, you're still gonna fall behind. You're gonna fall behind to the competitors who are having great review generation system, who are uploading videos, photos, and whatnot to their GBP. They're really active on the GBP sides of things, and they're gonna do much better than you. 10th and last one, half of the shit on X and YouTube is just clickbaity and same shit repurposed for selling you some course. And I do mean that. A lot of videos that you see on YouTube, X, stuff like that, they're created for one single purpose: selling you either a service or a course. Now, I'm not against selling that, against selling without ethics, right? All of these guys, they're actually behind clickbaity titles. They're just trying to chase that views, and they're just trying to chase these comments, stuff like that. While that works for them, it makes money for them, not for you as a viewer. Make sure that you're taking each of these suggestions with a grain of salt. That's it for today's video. I hope you like this. If you've got any other question, feel free to comment below, and feel free to follow me on X. Just search for SEO Yash and I'll be there. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a great day.